What is up, my ninja? Shinobi here with another Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls video for you guys, and 2.1 is live now, so we can do the greater rifts on the live servers. Don't have to do it on the PTR anymore, and I got to do it a little bit yesterday on the stream, but then they got hit by the DDoS attacks and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, hopefully that stuff will get all sorted out pretty soon, but I will be live in the description. You just click that link, you can go check me out, and come over and see, because I'm going to be doing some greater rifts today, building up some more gear, and then on Friday they're going to be releasing seasons. So season 1, day 1 will start right then, and I'm probably going to do like a really big stream for that, play for a long time. It's going to be really awesome, and try to just, you know, get going with that. But for now I'm doing the regular rifts, as you can see right here. These are the ones you can do right now. You can't do the season yet, but you can do normal and hardcore right now. Plus you can go through the different things here. Yesterday when I was playing, I actually got up to tier 26, and then I got disconnected because of DDoS attacks. You know, so let's go ahead and we're going to do 27 right here in this video, and you can see, you know, what it kind of looks like if you haven't seen this stuff before, if you never tried the PTR. You can kind of see what it looks like and all that kind of stuff. Now, I am going to do 27, like I said, but last night I actually found 2 upgrades really quickly, and it blew my mind, man. Like, I've never had this happen before, like, because the Pet Witch Doctor requires such specific gear, you know, like getting the Tasker and Theos is tough, getting the Mask of Jerem, like, these are things you just really need for the pet build. But 2 items that I really needed was the Renho Flare and the Tall Man's Finger. Now, they're not the best rolls for both of them, but they make a huge difference. The Tall Man's Finger by itself, even though it doesn't have like the best stats on it, like, you know, only has attack speed, I'd rather have crit damage on there instead of the resist all. You know, things like that. But I did get a socket so I can get the increased pet damage from that legendary gem there. You know, so it was nice to pick that up, and he does crazy damage, really, really good. I'm gonna, after I build up some more gear, I'm gonna do a full guide on my Witch Doctor, but I still need some more pieces. I did get the Renho Flare, you can see right here. So, you know, it's okay. I like that it has the reduced cooldowns of skills by 9%. That's kind of nice, actually. I'd rather have that than, like, Vitality or something like that. So that's kind of nice. I mean, I don't know. I might want percent damage or attack speed instead of that, but it's nice to have. You know, you get your cooldowns quicker, and it helps a lot in the greater rifts. So, especially for the pet build where you rely on a lot of cooldowns, it's pretty good. And then I also found this last night. After the stream was over, I was playing a little bit, and I got the Poison Pants. So I am running a Poison build right now. 1.6 million effective DPS, but still, I mean, I have 45% elite damage. I have 99% pet damage there, 15% pet damage there, attack speed for pets. I have the Midnight Feast, so my Gargantuan just hits like a truck. My zombie Gargantuan dog, the big one, hits like a truck. Like, you know, so it's a lot more effective DPS than what it looks like right here, and it's really nice, definitely. So let's go ahead and get into it without further ado here. So we'll do 27, and if I do this, that'll put me up a little bit higher in the leaderboards and all that kind of stuff. So we're going in, and the spec and everything like that, I'm using the Plague of Toads with Adling Toads because it works really well with Renho Flare, which is the weapon that I'm using. I'm using the Fetish Army, the Poison one. The reason why I'm using that one is because obviously I'm poison damage, but when you use, I'll show you in a second here, when you use the fetishes, kind of what it looks like now, because it's a little bit different than it was before. So here we go. So with the poison one, some of them are actually ranged, which is nice, because the fetishes die really quickly. And that's something that Blizzard's going to have to fix a little bit, because they die a little too easy in some situations. And you really depend on them. I mean, when they die, it's just like getting a debuff. You lose 80% damage, you know, until you can get your fetishes back up. And if you're on a single target, you know, and it's really difficult to get your fetishes up, you're pretty much just handicapped now. You just do like no damage. So you can see here now, the cool thing about the new fetish thing that they have here with the little thing on the top left there, where you can keep track of your fetishes. Cool thing about that is that when you use your Fetish Army, it doesn't kill off your regular fetishes from your Fetish Sycophants anymore, which is really cool. So that way you can keep track of both of them. So the max amount you can have at one time for fetishes is 23, which is a lot of fetishes. So definitely really cool for that, and you can keep track of it so much easier. So that's definitely a step in the right direction for sure. So I'm gonna use some cooldowns here, or just my my big bad voodoo. We're going to go through here. So far, if you've never seen what a greater rift looked like before, you have this timer over here. You have 15 minutes to complete the rift. At 15 minutes, if you did not complete it, the Rift Guardian will spawn. If you did complete it before the 15 minutes, the Rift Guardian will spawn. And you kill him, and if you did complete it in time, you get to move on to the next level if you want to, or you can upgrade a gem if you want to. I suggest, in the beginning, Greater Rifts is a great way to find legendaries, so plus you want to get higher up in the leaderboards and all that kind of stuff. So unless, the only reason I would say to be farming and trying to rank up your legendary gems is if you don't really need any gear. But you should really use the Greater Rifts to get legendaries because it's really good. So you can see we're ahead here now. There's the timer thing, and we're a little bit ahead of this, so it's going good so far. Now, if you're not sure, Rift difficulty 27 is kind of similar to, it's about Torment 6. It's about that area. So it's not super hard, but if you know, like before when I didn't have those 2 item upgrades, like this would have been a lot more difficult. So it really, you know, a couple items can be the difference between being able to do this in time and not being able to do it. And you have to keep in mind too, like, you know, a lot of people say like, well, you know, 27 and 26 is kind of similar to Torment 6, so it shouldn't be that hard, right? True, but you're also against the time. You have to complete this in 15 minutes. Plus, these monsters hit pretty hard, depending on which ones you get. Like some of them like just hit really hard, even trash monsters. So eventually getting up to the higher tiers, like the really high tiers, 33, 34, stuff like that, you're going to need the double unity combo, which I still need one more unity in order to get that. I have one of them so far, I need the other one. Double unity combo is going to be so good for giving you that survivability. So I'm still working on getting items, though. I probably still need a good 3 or 4 items before this character is complete. And hopefully I can get that before season starts on Friday here. So, alright, so I'm going to do Fetish Army. You can see how they separate here. So you can see they have 2 different ones. And Jailer kind of sucks for fetishes because it does, especially in the higher tiers, because it really messes up your fetishes. Because the Jailer doesn't just hit you, it also hits your pets. You know, which I wish wasn't the case, but I can understand why it's like that. So here we go. So we're about halfway done this already. And I'm really excited to see, like, when I played on the PTR, my PTR character, because I had done Greater Rifts so much during PTR for 2.1, I was able to see just, you know, what the potential of a fully geared Witch Doctor, Pet Witch Doctor looks like. And guys, it's awesome. I was one of the top ranked people for Witch Doctors for quite a while when I was playing the PTR a lot. And like, if you get the right items, that's why I'm going to make that video for you guys, telling you guys exactly what items you want to go for if you're going to do a Witch Doctor, you know. That way it'll benefit you very well. And there's a lot more behind these Greater Rifts than just simply, because you're on a time restraint, there's a lot more behind it. So, you know, spacing out your cooldowns, you don't want to ever use Fetish Army and Big Bad Voodoo at the same time, unless you had Star Metal. Now, Star Metal would be awesome, but it's a very difficult item to find, so if you can find a Star Metal, then cool, you can kind of be a little bit more, you know, loose with the cooldowns that you use. But okay, so this is something I want to bring up in this video here. These guys here, the zombies, so good for progression. If you find a complete zombie level, just the trash mobs by themselves will get you all the way to the rest. Like, look how much this is moving for trash mobs. You know, I'm not even killing champ packs or anything like that. So you'll see soon, I'll show you. So, and there's so many of them too, which also helps, because they're always like, see, there's like just so much density in this small little area right here. So there we go. So we're gonna push this ahead. And alright, so my fetishes aren't focusing the elite. I wish you could, you know, get them to do that. Some say that would be a little overpowered, but still. Alright, so you can see we're starting moving around here. If we can find a nice big pack of zombies. Also, they multiply too by throwing them on the ground. It's kind of similar to Decaying Crypts. You remember back in like MP level time in Diablo 3, right? Decaying Crypts was so good for farming legendaries and getting XP because, you know, the zombies are so good, man. They just throw up on the ground and make more zombies, and it's really good as well in here. So if you can get If you can get a zombie level, then you're looking really good. You know that things are looking good for you, and they're so easy to kill. Like, they're slow, they don't do very much, you know. So, alright. And it also allows you to know which mobsters to skip, because I've actually done a lot of research on 2.1, and I know all of the monsters in the game, how much progression they give, and how much they don't give. And you'd be surprised. Some of the things in the game you're like, wow, that's very difficult to kill. It's going to take me a lot of time. That probably gives a lot of progression, right? Not in all cases, trust me. So the zombies, though, are one of the best, though. They're so awesome. So you know if, like, you have to choose, like, oh no, my time's almost about to run out. I got to kill something to finish the time, right? Then you know, oh, I have a zombie pack here, or I have some, you know, other guys or whatever, you know, then you'd be like, oh, I'm just going to grab those zombies and kind of power that through. It can even allow you to skip some elite packs when you get to a zombie level. I'm killing the elite packs there because I'm so far ahead, so it's not that big of a deal. But you can see, like, just how good this is, man. Like, these are so easy to kill, and that's just moving along there. And they're just so easy. So we're going to finish 27, like, really far ahead. This is nice. This might even skip us to, like, 30 or something like that. If you guys want me to continue doing the... I did, like, a Let's Play series for this back in the PTR. If you guys want me to bring that back now that the game's live, I could definitely do that. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to see some more action between this. Now, one tip I'm going to give you is when you get to, like, about this point, you don't want to use any cooldowns anymore, like any long cooldowns. You want to save your cooldowns for the Rift Guardian. That's going to be very helpful for you. So what I'm going to do is actually just buy my... I have time to spare, so I'm going to take a little bit of time and let my Fetish army come back. Alright, so after I kill this pack here, like this stuff right here, I'm definitely going to be able to spawn the Rift Guardian. So that's why I'm just taking a little bit of time here. I may not be able... At best, though, like, at worst, I'd, like, actually want to just at least have my fetishes up. I'm at 11 right now, 10, they're probably going to go down in a sec, 8, so not too ideal right now, but... And, okay. So he kills off all the rest of the guys, and now we're going to go ahead and kill him off. Now, the big zombie dog is going to do a lot of the work here because I'm kind of low on fetishes. Once I get my other fetishes up, then I'll pop Big Bad Voodoo to maximize my damage. It's very important to do that kind of stuff in the Greater Rift. Something you didn't really have to do in the past, but nowadays you just really have to, especially when it's more difficult, you know. So I'm going to grab a health globe here to heal up my guy. I actually didn't even need to wait for Fetish Army. The zombie dog just pretty much carried the whole way. So there we go. 27. All done there. So we can grab this, and we'll just grab a bunch of this stuff. So I got an amulet out of it, and now we have Urshi right here. So you want to click her. You have the chance to upgrade a gem if you want to, or you can upgrade a keystone to move on to the next level. Choose this, and you will earn a Greater Rift Keystone rank 29. So I picked that one. I almost always pick that, especially if you're just looking for legendaries, like I said. So that's done. We got 29, and we'll go back to town and actually identify the Big Bad Voodoo amulet that we got there. It's the Dead Mouse amulet. So let's go ahead and identify that. And then that'll be it for this episode, guys. So there it is. And didn't really roll too well at all. I mean, it has reduced cooldown, which is okay. I'm not really a big fan of the special property on this. I tested it out. It's not that good, especially on the higher tiers. You don't really notice it being that substantial of a special property. I like the one that I have right now a little bit more. Those skeletons do hit decently hard, so... but there are better amulets out there. The Hellfire amulet, which I may do a video about as well if you guys want to see that. Any other videos you want to see, put down in the comments below. I love going through and reading all your stuff, guys. Make sure you subscribe for more Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls. Check out my Facebook and Twitter. The links are down in the description below, as well as my live stream. Till next time, guys, I'm Shinobi, and thanks for watching.